Jaguar has always occupied a special place in the motoring universe thanks to its mix of British tradition, motorsport heritage and aspirational appeal. Its latest model is no different. This is the XJ, Jaguar's contender at the very top end of the passenger car market. Now, we've covered the XJ before, both at the international launch in Versailles in France and also locally in supercharged V8 form. But this is a brand new XJ model. It's a turbo diesel and Jaguar hopes that it'll extend the appeal of the brand. The XJ is a watershed car for the British brand, these days owned by the giant Tata Automotive Group. It marks the return of Jaguar to the upper-end sector, where automakers typically showcase their most advanced technologies and their ability to woo even the most discerning motorist. It's always been the playing field of previous generation XJ models, but this 21st century derivative is the first in decades to break new ground and set new standards. The XJ is a real head-turner, with flowing lines and contours that are more coupe than conventional sedan. Jaguar set out to create something different from the norm, and in an aesthetic sense, they've certainly succeeded, although the shape won't be everybody's cup of tea. In a segment which is typically conservative, the styling of the XJ is best described as eclectic. I really like the front of the car because it looks muscular and these short overhangs add to the dynamic appeal. But I'm not so sure about the rear. It's quite large and from some angles it can actually look awkward. Perhaps it's because the sheer bulk of the XJ is most apparent from the back, and because those angled taillights and low-slung haunches make it look too heavy-set compared to the sleek profile and the aggressive front. Still, it's a daring design and one that endows the XJ with an unmistakable personality, while also underlining its Jaguar identity. Besides, this is a car that looks better on the move. Somehow, its feline character and its low-slung elegance become even more apparent. Fortunately, it's a true reflection of the XJ's dynamic prowess, a trait retained by this latest turbo diesel engine version. The most important part of this particular XJ model is the engine. It's a V6 3-litre turbo diesel with twin turbos and produces 202 kilowatts of maximum power together with 600 newton meters of torque. More importantly though, it's a really refined engine which suits a car in this league to a T. It's a sign of the times and the strides made in diesel engine design terms that an aristocrat like the XJ can be powered by what used to be considered an agricultural technology. There's none of the clatter, the roughness, or the smell, just an effortless surge of power and torque. While it allows tractable slow-speed cruising around town, the V6 turbo diesel really shines when given free rein, delivering effortless urge and emphasizing the XJ's unmistakably sporty character. This is a car with a real appetite for the open road, gobbling up long distances with alacrity. But let's not forget that providing luxurious and comfortable accommodation are also included in the XJ's job description. The interior is one of the XJ's highlights. Not only is it a sumptuous and luxurious space, but it's also a place that fuses old and new because it has the sense of English, British craftsmanship on the one hand, but high-tech features such as the TFT display on the other. The result is a fusion of tradition and technology that underscores the heritage of the brand, yet offers meaningful advances in ergonomic terms. Those instruments are only one aspect of a cabin that creates a sense of occasion, yet also delivers on key ergonomic, space and comfort fronts. As expected, standard specification levels are comprehensive across the board, with the Bowers & Wilkins sound system one of the more hedonistic highlights. Close attention to detail speaks of thoughtful design, while the finishes exude a tangible quality that underscores the car's overall authenticity. But the best place to experience the diesel-powered XJ is undoubtedly behind the wheel. There was a time when diesel power presupposed a noisy, slow and unrefined car, but fortunately that's no longer the case, and certainly the XJ is state-of-the-art as far as turbo diesel is concerned. 0 to 100 times 6.5 seconds top speed, 250 kilometers an hour, and the car really feels agile, wieldy and athletic. That's quite an achievement given the sheer bulk and mass of the beast. Despite expansive use of aluminium, the Jag still weighs just short of 1.8 tons. However, the combination of variable damping, an air-sprung rear suspension and a nicely weighted steering allows an involving and mostly satisfying driving experience. Fuel consumption is another plus. Jaguar claims a combined cycle figure of 7.1 litres per 100 kilometres, although our rather more enthusiastic driving yielded about 9 litres per 100 kilometres. The XJ competes at a very tough end of the market. It's a market which is shrinking in terms of volume and where the smaller cars are grabbing an increasingly bigger share. Having said that, this diesel model should certainly extend the appeal of the Jag in that sector. It also underlines Jaguar's position as a top-end player in both technology and execution terms and gives buyers of flagship cars a fresh and innovative alternative to the usual German choices. It might lack the glamour of those supercharged V8s, but this turbo diesel links refinement to incisive urge and is arguably the best all-rounder in the XJ lineup. The result is an excellent package with surprising performance linked to top-end luxury and high-tech appeal, but compared to its German rivals, the styling may be considered too eclectic.